The now very famous Dave Lamb joins us from tailgatingideas.com. Been quite a week for you, Dave.
Yeah, it's been a good week. I would say so.
Now, I didn't get a chance to see the coverage on Sports Nation, but what do they talk about?
Well, I don't know if you've seen the show Sports Nation. It's hosted by Colin Calvert and Michelle Beadle, and they kind of do some quirky, funny stuff with sports parodies and all that kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, the last 5 minutes or something like that, they kind of do quirky stuff like the eBay of the day, and they have something like, Jorge Posada's piece of chewing gum from the World Series of 1998 or something like that. And each day that they reveal, they say, the website of the day is a website that we like a lot and that we think you might like too. And it was only like 15 seconds long. And they said the website of the day is
tailgatingideas.com.
And it was just real brief. But they announced it on their Twitter page, and I immediately got like 150 followers within like an hour, and it was a good day. It was really cool.
And it's cool because people, once you do spend some time on the site, you do kind of get addicted to it because, especially, I have you in my RSS feed, so I get all kinds of stuff coming up in my RSS feed of tailgating inventions and all that stuff. You're just drawn to it immediately.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just about, the different games you can play. You've got tips on there. You've got, babes, beer reviews. There's just all kinds of great stuff.
Dave's on-running feud with the NFL and their tailgating policy.
Yeah, I do express my opinion on there as well. But,
all right, tell us about Sholf.
Sholf is the latest addition to the Ultimate Prize Pack for the Ultimate Tailgate Party. What it is normally when you go tailgating, most tailgating games are tossing games. Cornhole, beanbag toss, washers. We actually revealed pub washers a few weeks back.
Right.
So it's a lot of things that you throw, and sometimes if your aim isn't that good or whatever it is, you're hitting it off of other cars or losing it underneath cars or whatever it happens to be. This is a game that's really unique in the fact that what it does is it combines golf with shuffleboard. So if when you guys go to the KZOZ website, or if you go to tailgatingideas.com, Sholf, what it does is it actually takes a long rectangular piece of artificial turf, much like a putting green, and it has scoring marks much like the game of shuffleboard. Oh. And what you do is you use a golf putter, and there's eight golf balls. There's four of one color, four of another. And what you'll do is you'll putt, but you'll hopefully try to get hopefully, it takes a little bit of skill. You'll take your golf ball and you'll try to get it into the different scoring zones, 3, 2, 1, and then there's the non-foul zone, which is a non-scoring zone, but it has to remain on the board because you can play defense, and you can, just like shuffleboard, you can hit your opponent's golf ball off, or you can try to have them hit yours, farther on into the scoring zone. And it's scored a lot like shuffleboard, except for they have a what's called a mulligan ball, which is after all 8 balls have been putted into the putting area, whoever's the furthest away gets to have a mulligan, which is they'll be able to putt their furthest away ball either closer or try to knock yours off. But then if you're farther away, you get to putt your mulligan ball, either closer in to score more points or to be able to knock them off or whatever it is. And it's an actually really cool game, and it's a lot like shuffleboard, but it's basically you use golf balls and a golf putter.
Yeah, if you like shuffleboard, I mean, it's hard to play shuffleboard because number one, the tables are hard to find; they're very expensive, and this is exactly the same thing except for you're just using a putter and a ball. Very cool.
And it rolls up into a cylinder, into a nice little carrying case that slips over your shoulder or whatever it is. And when you unroll it and you put it out in the back of your car when you're playing it, it really kind of attracts a lot of the attention because I actually have one, and I've unrolled it when I'm at the Chargers games, and people are walking by while we're playing it, and they're like, "Oh, that's really cool. Where'd you get that? I've never seen that before." And it kind of has that, it's unique. I haven't seen that before type of attraction to it, where most people see, you're throwing beanbag, cornhole, whatever you're playing, and they just walk on by because it doesn't really draw any attention. So if you're tailgating and you want to kind of draw attention to yourself, or if you just want to have a game that no one is out there really playing because it's just not in that traditional mindset mode of the tossing, tailgating games, Sholf is a really, really cool game. Plus, people that like to play golf, you can practice your putting swing.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I'm looking down the list of the things that would draw the attention like that of items added so far in the Ultimate Tailgating prize pack. And we got the Flabongo. Obviously, people are going to be talking about that. The Boom Cooler, and now Sholf. So
right.
People are going to be talking about you forever once you take all your items to the tailgate.
And what's cool about it, too, is, you can just throw the Sholf out if you have some people over for a barbecue. This is a game that you can use, year-round. It's not like, some of these items that, you probably typically would only use at a tailgate party. This would be a great game to play anytime.
Oh, no, for sure. We've had I've got two small little kids, and, when my daughter is going to be 3.5 next month, but, we've had, birthday parties for them, and obviously, a 3-year-old's birthday party isn't terribly exciting for all the adults, so it's like you want to be able to have some other kind of diversions out there, and I've actually rolled out some of my other tailgating games, including Sholf, and a lot of the people really like it because it is different, it is unique, and you can play it on any kind of a surface. You can play it on asphalt, you can play it on concrete, you can play it on grass. You can pretty much do it anywhere as long as it's kind of a level surface. I wouldn't suggest doing it on any kind of like an incline or any kind of an angle, just because obviously, it's going to be a disadvantage if you're putting or putting up or downhill. But and it also comes with 2 big heavy-duty ropes that are at the end that actually catch the ball.
Oh, nice.
For being over putted, so you don't have to worry about if somebody just hauls off and really whacks it that it's going to go. 25 yards down the road.
You always have that moment of question when you put a putter into a woman's hand. And okay, they're not going to know how hard they're going to have to hit this.
Yeah, you're not teeing off on a par 5 here. Just, app it in.
All right. Good talking to you, Dave. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you next week.
All right. I appreciate it, guys. We'll see you then.
There he is, Dave Lamb. TailgatingIdeas.com. You can get there by going to KZOZ.com.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Are you ready?
Live, local, and everything that rocks. 93.3 KZOZ.